Hello, YouTube, and welcome back. Bank 60s here with you. Another installment of U-BOAT in the adventures of U-559, the bucking Germans in Hitler's lost sub. Having just returned from a successful port spy and port diversion mission at Alexandria port. And we're back at our home port of La Spezia now. If you've enjoyed the videos thus far and you're enjoying what you're watching here, please hit the like button, comment. I love the feedback. Subscribe, hit the bell notification. You'll know when I'm dropping new stuff. For now, we are just returning, really. So I'm going to go through and get all of my guys the way I like them. We're going to unassign everybody. We're going to rest everybody. Like so. And that'll be everybody except the captain, that is. He will go unassigned. But I'm going to take him to my leading officer here. Right here, rather. Klaus Schmidt. And let's wrap up our last mission. For those that went on it with me. Oh, here we go. Iron Cross 2nd Class. Karl-Heinz Bielig. Very good. My XO. And Bank 60s receives a new decoration, the Iron Cross 2nd Class. Very good. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And the Iron Cross 1st Class, my God. I'm on my way to a German Cross in Gold already. Okay. We get plus 200 budget. I think that goes toward our campaign. Very good. Very good. So, mission summary. Rewards, 8,000 cash, 50% reputation. Very good. We ended up sinking, although we didn't necessarily set out to sink 15,528 tons of cargo. But we did. Out 12 days, 13 hours at sea. Pretty long trip, really. Mediterranean. Large expanse of sea and ocean. Travel to the port of Alexandria. Done. Draw attention of port defenses. Done. Maintain Siegfried Tietz's cover. Done. Transport spy to specific coordinates. Done. Optional. Complete your objective at night. We got that. Done. Leave area and send report to headquarters. Yep. Done. Listen to radio for new orders. Done. All done. And then another 8,000 budget on top of everything else. The two tankers, rather, one freighter, one tanker that we caught at the end of the mission on our way home. And that's a big take for the crew of the bucking Germans of U-559. Them bucking Germans. I wonder. I don't have any additional officers, and I don't want to lose any of the ones I've got on my boat. So anything in the headquarters is really just kind of out of the question at this point. I have to wait for a new mission that'll give me an officer as a reward, really. So one of the things that would be important for us to do, now that we've leveled up, is to skill up. And this has changed a bit. So the flashing green ones are tokens that I can add. Here we go. And then persuasion checks. The playing cards with crew increases morale by 25% if you use this. The presence of this officer during various events increases success chance of persuasion checks. Oh, this is for when you are examining cargo in ships. Sometimes you have to confirm whether or not it's actually an enemy ship. Supporter. When stress on board rises to 100% during an alarm situation for the first time, the presence of this officer adds courage to the rest of the crew, and there are no negative effects from it. I gotta tell you, I think I'm gonna pick this one. Just for starters, I feel like it's a good one to go ahead and pick. So let's do it. Let's go to our other officers and see if we can. I don't believe that any of these guys are at a position yet where we can go ahead and promote them or to skill them up. Our captain is the only one who can do that with, which is okay. He stays busy. We're going to get him into the warehouse, and we're going to load up with torpedoes. This is my process. I like to come in here and let my guys take a couple of days off while I go get torpedoes. I think, I think I might stick with these costly T1s for this. Honestly. Yeah, I think so. They're just more reliable. They just get seen. I mean, I think I want to go one more mission with the T1s. We'll have a full set of T1s and a full set of T2s. I suspect that we'll be able to load while we're out there and get a better feel for just how each performs. Let's check our ammunition. We used a bit. And we have more in port now. I'm going to go ahead. That's fine. Although, actually, let's go 15. Let's do that. And I think that's good for now. We'll take a day or so off. Very good. Now, what I like to do next is go and get my next mission. That way I know just how much time. Oh, by the way, actually, watch this. I was not recognizing something. Oh, interesting. So, yeah. You can't do anything with the radio, it seems.
Yeah, what?
Unless he's on it. So that's a little frustrating. I don't... The music stays on even though he goes off, but you have to bring him back to turn the music off, is what it sounds like here. So we're going to stop.
Herr Kaloy?
So that's, you know, I don't know, that's a little annoying. I'll admit it, having to do that unless I'm missing something and somebody can say something in the comments. All right, so now we'll go back and we'll get our next mission. Let's see what we've got. Let's see what we've got. All right, all patrols. All patrols. Here is our relatively easy patrol. Now, I don't understand why this number has not gone up. Why am I not... the tonnage that I got last mission isn't being added here for some reason. Might have a bug working there. I don't know. I'm not going to be upset about it, I suppose. I don't think I really need a milk cow that bad. I'd like to have the cash reward, and I'd love to have the reputation. I'm used to doing missions with just these rewards anyway. But we may have a bug working there. All right, next one. Media. Well, we didn't really even take a look at the first one. Okay, here we go. Patrol sector, really between Greece and North Africa. And this is, the entire effort in the Mediterranean revolved around shipping between Alexandria and Malta, and Alexandria and Malta. And I mean, that was, until the British are able to, I think, push further into Africa. That's about the extent of it. Your order will be to travel to Sector CO1, CO5 North Atlantic. We got to change that. There's a little buggy thing in the Mediterranean. Travel 2,000 kilometers inside it to complete the patrol. You may receive additional orders after reaching that area. Reward, 4,000 budget. Sink enemy trade ships with a total gross registered tonnage 4,000 tons. Okay. And that'll get us 33 reputation. This one's really just not very attractive. It's a run-of-the-mill patrol operation that's probably not going to be very hard, where we're not going to see very many guarded ships. We're not going to see very many armed merchant ships. Let's do this second one, see what we've got. Battleship Nelson recently seen in this area. Okay. Imagine sinking Battleship Nelson. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, this all... Okay, I get it. Now I get it. Okay. When you do these patrol missions that say Battle of the Mediterranean, that's when you get credit toward this objective. I got it. Okay. Learning as we go here. So this is going to be the hardest one. This is going to be the one that has the most enemy warships, most likely. You have to go the furthest, as you can see. And I think I might as well go for it, because you get an officer, which is attractive. I think I'd like to go ahead and start up some projects in the headquarters. Siegfried Bruckmay. So once we sink 10,000 tons, we'll get him and 8,000 budget. We'll get 8,000 budget for traveling the entire patrol sector. And then depending on how much we sink, which I guess we may even get half of this gross rate tonnage right here, or gross register tonnage. And I think this is the one we're going to go with. Boom. I think it'll be another longer mission, 2 weeks to 20 days. Do we have... We have no reputation points we can use just yet. And again, I don't know how much more they're going to build out this portion of the game. When we were the U-559 Devil's Dancers crew, we picked up all of these bonuses, and then we were building up reputation points without being able to really use them. So, not sure what's going to happen. All right. We want to stock up.
Was brauchst du, Herr Kaloi? Schau mal.
Let's take a look at what we got here. I think we could probably add. That's good. More of these med kits here. That way we've got plenty enough spare parts and med kits if we get into a jam. Let's fuel up the boat. Here. Whew, we took quite a bit there. That's one thing I feel like that's going to become a problem later on in the game, is that fuel supply is going to start to dwindle, and we won't be able to get to as many places. And coffee supply is down. Look at that. probably just have to wait a couple of days, really. Take another rebreather. Matter of fact, we'll take 2 more of these. Oh, I think it's only going to let us get 1 per trip. Maybe. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Well, in that case, too, I think it would be good for us to go ahead and get a gun. Unless there's any other equipment that we would want. You can see we don't have any more potassium absorbers in our port. I guess we're going to have to do some research in order to gain access to more of those. Food. We really don't need much more food. But I'll go ahead and I'll put some fruit in there. It's good to have it. Good to have it for variety, of course. But we're back to items and our $10,000 rifle. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. The thing you got to worry about really is... let's do that. The thing you got to worry about is, are you going to have enough money to buy upgrades in the future? I'm not going to, I don't think, have enough in terms of research in order to buy upgrades soon on the, So I think I'm going to go ahead and get this gun. That it's worth the cost. I know it runs me down quite a bit there. I do still have a slot for a torpedo, so I'll just grab a T2. And MR, this is one of those things. Are all 4 of my tubes filled here? Yes. All T1s. Okay. And then we'll have 3 more T1s and then all T2s after that. And we'll have to, we may have to deal with some frustration with the T2s. We'll see. Those T2s are not as reliable in terms of the firing mechanism. And it looks like all this activity doesn't take quite as long. In Build 128 that I was playing with U-559, it took days to get all this stuff done. Now, not so much. Not so much. All right, here we are on the 18th of November, 1941, ready to set out again.
Kapitän.
U-559 and them fucking Germans.
Jawohl. Herr Kaloi. Herr Kaloi.
Make both of our guys chief engineers here. Get everybody back to work. Into their proper roles.
Jawohl. Herr Kaloi.
And one of our guys is confused. Doesn't know whether he wants to go work in the engine room or stay in bed. It's hard for him, I know. I forgot my comb. Well, no, in the engine room. Is it in the engine room? No, it's back in bed. No, I think it might be in the engine room. My comb. You don't even have any hair, Prasdorf. Well, I love it. I want to find it. Where is it? So, you have to make sure that you lock them in to their assigned task here. Here. There you go. Now you do that. And then you can walk him over to it. You can also do that. And let's see if he comes over and gets right to work on it like we want him to. Or he'll go back to bed. Because it looks like this guy might be getting up trying to go. Yeah, he'll go back to bed. This guy is now trying to... This guy is confused. He wants to... No, now we got it switched back. What have we done? Interesting. The radio man also having some trouble.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi. Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
None of my guys are sure of themselves. All right, let's just bring you back to the bunk. You're good. You're good. Okay, I think we've got everybody where they're supposed to be.
Herr Kaloi?
Not quite, though. Not quite. This guy needs to be botswaining.
Jawohl.
All right. Okay. We're all full up. We're halfway on reputation, I see here. That's fine.
Jawohl.
And off we go. Fast, fast, fast. Speed U-boat, speed U-boat, speed U-boat. So the smoke comes out. We're all crewed up. I wonder what... I'll have to go back and start reading around to see what it is that prevents that smoke from getting... becoming a problem, I guess is the way I would put that. We're still in real time for now. Let's go ahead and put a little dirt right there and get a course. We'll head down between these islands. So again, when we get into travel mode, boom, like that. I don't like that switch. I don't like that. This game is being catered right now, it seems like, to the folks who are using realistic time, realistic travel. Maybe that's the way this game's going. Maybe they're just going to ditch dynamic travel, but that right there is something I don't appreciate about the way the game's developed right now. It makes
Kapitän?
I mean, it
Jawohl.
just makes the
Jawohl.
crew that much. Well, okay, here we go. So this guy, since we put him on the radio, he won't get off the radio until he passes out. So we got to get him off the
Jawohl.
radio and into bed.
Herr Kaloi?
Same with this guy on the navigation. So he'll go to bed.
Kapitän?
He'll go to bed because it's nighttime. And these guys are scheduled to be sleeping right now. And that'll work out just fine. And off we go. And most of this area is safe. I mean, we really aren't in danger until we get to Malta.
Herr Kaloi? Zu Befehl. Herr Kaloi?
Keep them staffed up.
Kapitän?
Staff him up. And now that it's daytime, I'm going to take a moment. By the way, there is one commodity that I did not get more of before we left. Coffee. I may regret that. I have 8 coffees. Ooh. Boy, that could be problematic. We're going to take the flag down for starters. There. Go get that flag, Skip. We don't need to be tipping off who we are. It's one of those things. So people would criticize me for that, right? They would say, well, you're a U-boat. They would know anyway. Well, fine. Not necessarily, I say. If you're in an airplane and you're looking down and you see a sub, subs were made similarly, I think, in this time period. And of course, a discriminating and a trained eye would likely be able to decipher the difference between one sub and another, but they looked similar enough. It's worth taking the flag down to make yourself at least maybe that much harder to identify. If that's not an actual function of the game, if the flag is literally just aesthetics, then fine. But at the same time, I do think that it lends a little bit to what was true in history. Good-looking boat. good looking boat. Chop, 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 slicing through the water. Yeah, buddy. Got this diesel exhaust here. Again, not quite sure how it is that you get rid of that.
Herr Kaloi. Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi. Herr Kaloi.
We're just going to have to stop every once in a while.
Kapitän.
So it looks like fatigue is not regenerating
Herr Kaloi.
as quickly, or energy rather. And we're going to have we're going to want to have a decent watch on,
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Jawohl.
because we're going to come up on Malta, right? So Malta, I bet
Kurs
you,
auf diese
has
Koordinaten setzen.
everything
Befehl.
air cover wise. Like there's probably aircraft like crazy in this area right in here. Or at least it's what I would do if I were them. So we're not going to go times 12 through here.
Herr Kaloi.
I hate this. He kind of already needs coffee. But we're going to see if he can get himself some rest. I'll tell you what, we may not be giving our guys enough sleep. I wonder about that. Yeah, we may not be giving our guys enough sleep. So we're working this guy quite a bit. Captain, we probably don't need to work him quite so much, I guess. Because you can see how the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're 8-hour shifts for everybody else. Our radio man is getting really, really tired. I think that'll work. And we're going to cut off evening hours for him because it gets dark and we don't traditionally see aircraft in the dark. So we're going to change the work schedule around like that and see
Kapitän.
what effect that has, if it improves our character's energy. And then we need to continue to plot out a course for our patrol sector, which we will arrive at in due time. Let's come, we don't want to brush right by Malta if we don't have to. Come right about here, and then right about there. Yep.
Kurs setzen.
Let's get everybody back on.
Herr Kaloi.
So, yeah, he regained some fatigue, but not much,
Kapitän.
Garrick. That's interesting.
Herr Kaloi.
So guys don't regain fatigue as fast, it appears. Making things a little tougher here. A little tougher
Herr Kaloi.
in Build 129. Getting a little more realism, a little bit more of a challenge. Another clear, beautiful day in the Mediterranean here in late November. Seas are a little rough. Seas are a little rough. It's all right. Now, here's where we may start seeing some enemy ships. This is where we might... Oh. Whoa. Ah. Ran into some crappy weather. Or no. Sorry, it's getting dark. Silly me. So it is, I mentioned before, if anybody goes back, watches, I think the last episode of the episode before that, I mentioned how it's getting dark early in the Mediterranean. Well, it is approaching winter time, or we're into winter time just about. Daylight saving is on. Oh, it looks like we need to hit the galley. Oh, yeah. Look at here. Yeah, all we're feeding the guys right now is dried potatoes. So let's get some canned bread. Let's get some pork. To go along with them dried potatoes. And that'll be good. We don't have that much food. We didn't get coffee, and we didn't get more food. So we might have made a couple of key mistakes there. And now that we should remain vigilant, I'm thinking it would be good for us to go ahead, get the Reds on, and post a watch. Or I'll tell you what. Let's see here. Just get the Reds on. We'll just get the Reds on, let the crew man the watch. We won't worry about an officer manning the watch. Not until daytime.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Yeah. So
Herr Kaloi.
he's regaining some energy. Good, good, good.
Herr Kaloi. Zu Befehl.
We got these
Kapitän.
guys back up.
Ei, ei, Herr Kaloi.
Good.
Bestätigt.
All right. What kind of day we got today? Oh, it looks like we've got some really rough seas. Really, really pretty damn rough seas there. We can turn the Reds off.
Herr
Let
Kaloi.
this guy do it.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
Go back to normal lighting here. And then make our way, the rest of the way, to our patrol sector. And we will arrive at night.
Herr Kaloi.
Oh, come on, man. Garrick, you need to get back on the radios so that we can
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
send in this report, get paid for surviving our trip. Come on, man. Bam. All right, we got that. Now, we need to set a patrol route. And it's interesting because going north-south won't really matter as much, but it will still matter. So I want to head out to like this point right here for starters.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Sehr wohl, Herr Kaloi.
And then I think I want to set a kind of like a, this is going to be a little arbitrary, but we're going to go like this. For the time being, or no, I'll tell you what, no. Let's work our way further over here. This is where all the action's going to be. I just can't imagine it any other way. So let's work our way. Let's work our way to a position more like right about here. Yeah. I'll go ahead and draw a line between the two because aesthetically it pleases me. And also it just kind of keeps me on a line of where I'm headed.
Kapitän.
All right. We got it. On we go. And maybe run into little enemy action here.
Herr Kaloi.
See what we get. Oh, see, we put our radio man on the radio when he was supposed to be sleeping.
Jawohl.
We're going to have to remember that. The radio man needs to get back off the radio. So our radio man right now, we need to just rest
Zu
him.
Befehl.
Then I think I want to slow the boat down a bit. Give him a chance to sleep and rest. And then we won't worry about him until we need him to use the hydrophones down around this area here. Because we're going to start going on a patrol path. Right about like that. And then up. Like so. Like so. And, yeah. I think that will work, although I'm thinking maybe it would be better to work in diagonals. I'm always making my final decision based on my second thought. If you haven't realized that by now, I suppose I apologize. So we'll do this, like this. Diagonals. This should work a little better. We'll just stay within the patrol area. Like that. Maybe that will give us what we need. We've also got shipping that's over, like moving over in this direction. So maybe we'll get something there.
Kapitän.
Get a watch out.
Herr Kaloy.
He's resting. I like his sunglasses.
Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Zu Befehl.
Pretty dry patrol so far. Not a lot going on right now.
Herr Kaloy.
Let's make you a watch officer. Oh. He was switching he was switching over to go to bed. I should have known since the shifts were changing over. All right, so our radio man's getting some rest. That's good.
Herr Kaloy. Herr Kaloy.
I think we're getting around to a position where we can staff up.
Herr Kaloy. Jawohl.
Just about where I think I want to be. I think when we come around to this next night, as a matter of fact, I think I'm going to jump into this patrol area a little differently. I'm going to set a point right about here. And then I'm going to run a patrol course right up this way. And we're going to see if we can find any juicy targets. So now that it's daytime, make him the botswan again. Good. Good.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Excuse me.
Herr Kaloy.
Again, we're resting our radio officer right now. And then, with it turning over to nighttime, we will go ahead and dive the boat. 16.
Herr Kaloy.
I'm going to put him on the hydrophones. and let's see what we can hear. I think that the way that this game is put together, I don't think it's true to history in that these U-boats stayed on the surface a lot. But I think going into nighttime, it's plausible that a U-boat might.
Kapitän?
Somebody could mention in the comments what some of the historical knowledge is about some of this stuff. My understanding is that U-boats operated almost 95% of the time on the surface. Basically, they didn't go into the water unless they really had
Auf
to.
Seerohrtiefe. Kapitän?
Here we go. We're going to slow the boat down.
Herr Kaloi?
Give our guy, except for the cooking, of course. Always must keep, we must always keep that simmer to a, a certain
20
level.
Meter. Wir sind schon so
Here we
lange
go.
auf See. Ich halte es nicht mehr aus.
We have no contacts. I feel like I guess that's our propellers. I haven't actually sat down and taken a stab at this yet. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. It appears as though there's really nothing out there right now. We got a major hydrophone range here. I like how they show that circle. Your max hydrophone range, that's good. We're just going to have to see what we get here. I don't know. Looks like there's not much action right now. Not right now. Boy, oh boy. Okay. That's unfortunate. We'll just continue this patrol path. You know, you have to stay kind of diligent about it because you walk this line, you never know. There's another ship that may be coming that just is coming at the right time, you know, or the game may spawn something. So for now, I think we'll go ahead and surface the boat. I think we can go ahead and let him go back to doing whatever it was that he was assigned to do, which is, I think, rest. Yeah, he'll go back to rest. And then we'll keep the patrol going. Let's speed the boat up a bit. And now he's back to it. Everybody's back to it. Keep a watch up.
Kurs auf diese Koordinaten setzen.
Bestätigt.
Oops.
Legen Sie den Kurs
Missed a
an.
turn.
Ei, Herr Kaloi.
So this is a dry patrol thus far. This is not going like we'd hoped. I think we're going to have to bring the boat down again. Hope now that we're into night that we can hear something.
Kapitän?
We'll make him a technician officer. That'll make it so that we don't have to put him on the ears.
Herr Kaloi?
For a minute, I think he'll remain idle right here, and then sit down at the ears. And it's actually, it's until we actually get under the water. He'll sit down. Oh no, actually, we're gonna have to make him. We're gonna have to make him because his hours dictate that he doesn't. Okay. So let's go to management. We're gonna want him working late tonight.
Meter. Jawohl.
We'll right-click him. I'm just testing out kind of some of how the game mechanics might work. So let's see if he goes back. Yeah, okay, so he'll go back. Good. Couple of guys that are just going to be idle while we listen. And out go the ears. Boy, there's not much out there right now, folks. Hearing a whole bunch of nothing. Just a whole bunch of nothing. Oh, shoot. Okay. 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 You know what I never did?
Tanks anblasen!
I never recharged the batteries, I don't think, fully. And then also I didn't utilize the air compressors. Needed to do that.
Auf Seerohrtiefe.
Good to come on the surface now anyway. Oh, except... Damn it. There's fog. Well, it's a dry patrol thus far, folks. U-559, the bucking Germans. Been trying to keep it as entertaining as possible, but this particular episode of this Let's Play is a little bit dry. I will say, not a ton of action yet. Hoping to see it in the next one, though. I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. And see you guys on the next one. U-559, the bucking Germans continue their journey in the next installment here on this great game of U-Boat. I'm Bank 60s. Like the video by pushing the thumbs up button, of course. Give a comment, give a subscribe. Hit the bell notification to find out when I drop more content. And I will look forward to seeing you when I return to U-559. For now, we will exit, oversave as usual. There's so much saving. I'm Bank 60s. Peace.